person has to search for the term MikaByte to gain access to the MikaByte system. He is then greeted with a landing page designed to satisfy the user's eye while also demonstrating all the necessary information regarding the MikaByte Technology company. There is a button here in the top right corner which takes you to the login page for the system. That's only when you have an account. There are two buttons, one takes you to the login as well, and one allows you to sign up as a client. After scrolling to the next section, the website displays the process by which each project is conducted, starting from brainstorming all the way up to completion of the project. Once the user is made aware of all the necessary information, there is a contact form which the user can complete should they have any queries. There is also the social media links of the company which can be used to should the user require any information about the company or its past projects. That's the Instagram and the Twitter, and there's Facebook and YouTube as well. If a person is interested in the services that MikaByte has to offer, he can sign up onto the system as a client for free. He will then have access to all the pricing and the packages of this MikaByte company. And if a person is interested in applying for a job at MikaByte, you can go to the Apply Now section where you can view all the available job opportunities that MikaByte is offering. You can also search for a job opportunity. If a user wants to apply for the job, you can click on the Apply button, and he then has to fill out this form and upload his CV. After doing this, the MikaByte company will review his CV and qualifications and will contact him regarding the job. And lastly, on the landing page, there is a footer section which has a map of the location of the company and the logo with some extra information about the company. And lastly, there's a link to the AvoCoders Team's website where one can view information about the team. Top right of the screen, and then click on register, which will also take him to the registration page, or he could scroll all the way down to the sign up for AvoByte System section and then click on the sign up button. Once he is on the registration page, he has to fill in his personal details and click on the register button. I will be demonstrating this process using a temporary email. Once he's completed filling in his information, he has to click on the register button and confirm this. He will be navigated to the login page and will receive an email on his email address. The email will say welcome to the MikaByte family and a short message for him welcoming him to the family. So we can then log in using that email. And he has access to the AvoByte system as a client. Once a client has been registered onto the system, he can log in using the credentials he provided on the register page. After logging in, he will have access to the client portal of the AvoByte system. He will first be able to view the home page of the client portal, which has three sections: the My Project section, the Maze, which is a mini game, and the quotation section. In the My Project section, he will be able to see all the projects that have been finalized or are in process that he has requested. In the quotation section, he will see all the quotations that he has requested and are either accepted or rejected, and the date when the quotation was requested, and a mini game which you can play just for the fun of it. The next tab is the pricing tab. In the pricing tab, you will be able to view all the services and packages that MikaByte has to offer, along with the prices and descriptions of each of those services or packages. In the next section, in the next tab, is the View Quotations tab, where he can view all the quotations that he has requested, and he can view the details of them. Next is the Request Quotation, where this is where he requests the quotation, obviously. I will be demonstrating this. So here he just adds a description for what he would like, then he would add the quotations, or he would add services of his choosing, and maybe he wants to add a package as well. You can add that with MikaByte hosting and MikaByte logo. In the next tab, he will be able to view his quotation, all the services and packages that he requested. If he wishes to remove something, he can click on that trash icon and it will be removed. Once he's satisfied with his quote, he can request for the quotation, and the quotation will then be taken to the admin section, and they can either accept or reject the quote. It will remain pending until it is accepted or rejected. When it's rejected, it will say rejected. When it's accepted, it will say generated. And in the View My Requests, you can see all of the quotes, and you can search for them as well. In the Invoices section, this will be for all the projects that have been finalized and are now due payment. So you'll be able to view the quotation, the invoice actually, and all the services he had requested, along with the prices and the duration of the project. The next section is an informative video section, where you'll be able to view videos that the admins, that MikaByte thinks that would be informative for the client. It's just extra learning. It's not necessary at all. In the next section, which is the My Project section, you'll be able to see all the projects that he requested that either have been finalized or are currently in process. This bar will be it's a live bar, which will be either full or empty depending on how far they are with the project. Once the project is finalized, he can rate the project and he can leave a comment as well. There is also a chatbot which will be very useful to the client should he need any assistance. So how do I generate a quote? That you can ask the chatbot questions and it will instruct you on how to do whatever you have asked. A client can also update their profile details. They can update their password if they wish. And if they have logged a maintenance request or any other notification, it will come in this notification panel, and they can either clear it by clicking on the icon or just leave it there. There is also a help section. Which, just like the chatbot, will assist them in finding whatever they are looking for. As you can see. And that is pretty much everything there is to the client portal.
Any user that is registered on the system is able to log a maintenance request. They will simply need to log in to the system and have a screenshot of the issue on hand. Then the user would need to navigate to the Log Maintenance Request tab, which is located at the bottom left of the screen or at the bottom of the navigation tab, depending on which user is logged in, and select it. Once this is done, the user would simply need to select a maintenance type, select their priority level, enter the location issue, and enter the issue description. Once this is done, they would simply need to upload the screenshot of the maintenance issue, and then save it. The maintenance request has now successfully been logged to be checked. In order to view, edit, or confirm the resolution of a maintenance issue, the user would have to be an admin on the MikaByte system and logged in as such. Once the admin is logged in, they would simply need to navigate to the maintenance tab in the navigation bar. Once here, the logged maintenance requests can be searched via their type, such as notification, or they can be filtered via completed or awaiting statuses. These notifications and maintenance requests can be edited and saved, and furthermore, once they are viewed and completed, the admin can confirm their completion by simply clicking the Confirm tab when viewing the maintenance request. As you can see here, the maintenance request is confirmed.
If a person has forgotten their password, there is a very simple procedure that they would have to follow. They would have to first come to the login page of the MikaByte portal and then click on the Forgot Option button. Once they are here, they will have to enter their email address. I'll be using a temporary email, and the system will send an OTP to that email address. The person will have to obviously enter the OTP and then create a new password. And this will now reset their password. So we can try that. Create new password. And then I'll have access to the portal once again.
We will now begin with the application process of the AvoByte system. This process starts once a potential applicant is on the system's static web page or landing page of the system. The potential applicant simply scrolls down towards the Apply Now button and clicks it. Once he or she has clicked it, they'll be redirected to the View Job Opportunity page, where they may review and select a job opportunity that is available right now to apply for. I'll go ahead and proceed to apply for the front-end developer position. The potential applicant has to click the Apply button and is redirected towards the Submit Applicant Application page, where he or she needs to now fill in their details, which I will now proceed to do so. Select the CV. For the email, I'll be using 10-minute mail for demonstration purposes. Go ahead and copy paste that and confirm. The email is temporary, as this is just simply for demonstration purposes. Simply now await the email which you have just received. Hi there, name and surname. We're delighted that you're interested with MikaByte Technologies. We have successfully received all your details and are now processing your submission. We wish you all the best with the application process and will contact you regarding the outcome. If you require any further assistance, please contact us as mikhail.umar@mikabyte.com. Sincerely, the MikaByte team, powered by AvoByte. To continue with the application process of the AvoByte system, a manager or administrator needs to be logged in into the system. After logging into the system, the administrator or manager proceeds to expand applications and click upon applicants. And there is the application that I've made. The manager can click on the view button to observe all the various information of the applicant as well as view their CV. This is the CV that I've uploaded initially. From here, the manager can either reject the applicant straight away by clicking on confirm, or go ahead and add them onto the interview shortlist. I will now add the applicant onto the interview shortlist, making him an interviewee. As you see, the interview status is now pending. That means you still have to invite this interviewee for an interview. Inviting an interviewee can be done through two ways: by clicking on the view button and proceeding on clicking on the invite interviewee button. Here you'll be taken to the book new interview slot screen. You can go ahead and select a date and a time to book your interview. If not, you can access interview slots over here, and these are all the various interview slots that have already been booked for various other interviewees, and you can go ahead and book them through accessing the calendar by clicking the calendar icon. We will now proceed with booking an interview slot for our interviewee. This can be done by using the interview slot calendar by simply clicking on the date that you desire to invite this interviewee for the interview. I cannot select a date that is already passed, nor can you select a date that is based on the weekend. I will now choose the 15th of November, choose the applicant, choose a time for this applicant, we'll make it 3 o'clock, click on add interview slot, and then click on the confirm button to confirm the slot. Now, the interviewee has been notified of the new interview slot. And this is the information on Monday, 15 November, 3 o'clock. If you will see our mail, it'll be Monday, 3 o'clock. Thank you for your application. We are delighted to invite you to an interview. Below are your invitation details, the date, the time, the location of where the interview will be occurring, as well as their own unique QR code. This QR code is utilized to gain access onto the premises of the business. By showing this QR code to the guard will use our Ionic MikaByte app and scan the QR code. Based on whether the QR code is valid, access granted will be shown upon the screen. Once access is granted, they are now granted access to enter the premises. I will now proceed to edit or change this interview slot by selecting a different date. I'll choose the 18th, and I'll choose 4 o'clock. This can be done by clicking on the edit button, the pencil icon, on the table. So 17th, 4 o'clock. Click on the save button and click on confirm to confirm this. And if we look at our calendar, it's now changed to the 17th. And if you look over here, update. Apologies for any inconveniences caused. Your previous invitation required alterations due to some unforeseen circumstances. Below are your new invitation details with the new date, the new time, and a new unique QR code. If you are to cancel this interview slot due to, like as stated in the email, an unforeseen circumstance, we can simply click on the delete icon, trash icon, and click on confirm. Once you confirm this, you have cancelled the interview slot and it's been removed. And here is the email. Interview cancellation. Dear name and surname, we regret to inform you that your previous interview slot, the 17th of 4 o'clock, has been cancelled due to unforeseen circumstance. Please disregard the appointment and await a future response. And that is the process of the interview slot booking.
At this point in the interview process, the interviewee has been invited to the MikaByte site in order for them to complete their interview. An admin on site would need to log in to the MikaByte app and make use of the menu tab to navigate to the interview slots. Once this has been completed, the admin can make use of the search function to search for the correct or corresponding interviewee and double check their details once selected. If a camera platform is unavailable, they can view the QR code. Otherwise, if a camera is available, they can scan the QR code given to the interviewee to either deny or grant access.
Now that the interviewee has been invited for the interview slot, we will proceed under the assumption that the interview slot has been completed, the interviewee has finished the interview, and now the manager has to make the decision on whether or not this interviewee is to be added or offered any employment. So this is done under interviewees. We click on the view button of the specific interview you wish to add towards the business. Now the details are over here. We cannot invite them again since they have already been invited, nor can we accept them as an employee yet, as we haven't offered them an offer. To do this, we click on offer employment. I sure you want to offer employment to this interviewee. Please confirm interviewee has been interviewed. Once you proceed to press the confirm button and click, this interviewee has now been offered employment. That means that we have successfully sent them the employment offer, which we'll check now, the email. Employment offer. Dear name and surname, we are delighted to inform you that we have confirmed your place at the MikaByte company. Please find the link in the contract attached to this email. I will now open this link. After reviewing the employment contract, fill in all the details and email us as the specific email. If you decide to reject this offer, please contact us with this decision within 7 working days. And if you look at our PDF, which is loading, there we have the actual MikaByte employee contract offer. Once this interviewee has filled in that form and emailed it to us back, we continue with the process to finalize it by clicking the view button and accepting them as an employee. I show you want to accept this interview as an employee, you click confirm. This is of course if the interviewee has accepted the offer and not rejected it. If they reject it, you simply reject the interviewee. Once you click on confirm, you're directed to new employee, where you'll be creating a new employee profile for this interviewee. I'm going to change the name to interviewee success to avoid confusion with my own name. I'll assign them a department, which we will give them management, or rather app design. We'll choose a specific user role. I'll select an employee user role. We'll assign them specific skills, which will be Angular, we don't have Angular, then we'll go with C# and C++, and we'll choose become Informatics. Once you click the save button, and we say add new employee and confirm, this new employee has been successfully added. This employee now possesses an employee profile, and they've received a mail with their new employee account, job application employee account. Dear interviewee success, we're interview name surname. We're delighted to have you on board at the MikaByte company. Please log in with your email and given password and change it to your preference. This will be the email and this is the password that we've generated for them. And that is the entire application process of the AvoByte system.
For the project managers to view the project deadline, the user must be logged in as a project manager and click on the project deadline item on the navigation bar. Here the user must select a start date and an end date and click on the view deadlines button, and a graph is generated showing the deadlines of all the active projects in that time.
This section covers the project aspect of the AvoByte system. For demonstration purposes, I'll be using temporary mail. To begin, a client has to be logged into the system and request for a quote based upon the requirement and request. To do this, the client simply goes over under Quotations and clicks on Request Quotation. The client is then prompted to add a quotation description, basically to describe what or more or less they want. The client then may choose the services and packages he or she might require. We'll select Website, Hosting. The client may then review the quotation requests one last time, and should they choose to remove one, they're welcome to do so, and proceed to request for the quotation and confirm requesting this quotation. Now the quotation request has been created, the date, I want a website for the new Kakarot game, and the status is pending. Should they review it, they can simply click on the View button to review their quote. The next process will be for an admin or manager to log into the system to review the quote request that we have just created. To do this, the admin simply clicks on the quotations to find the quote that has just been created today. I want a website for the new Kakarot game. The admin can review this by simply clicking on the View button. The quotation request details are present on the screen, and should the admin need to reject the quote, they can, but we will generate this quotation. Once you click on the Generate button, the VAT amount, deposit, total amount, and all relevant details are present. Should the admin feel the need to add any additional comments, they may do so. After doing so, click on the Generate button and confirm the generation of the quotation. Now the quote has been generated successfully. And here is our email. Quotation request. Quotation request update. Dear Son Goku, we have reviewed your quotation request sent on Tuesday, 9th November, with the following information. The description, I wanted a website for the new Kakarot game. The due date, which is the 16th of November, which is 7 days from now. We will use an orange color scheme, which is the suggestion. Please log into your MikaByte profile in order to view the quotation and proceed to accept or reject it. If you proceed with accepting the quote, a deposit payment will be required. Please note, all deposits are non-refundable and the quotation will be rejected automatically upon failure to pay deposit past the due date. The due date is created through the calendar icon. Once you click on this, the admin has the ability to select an amount of days. So should he choose 5, the client will have 5 days upon quotation generation to pay the deposit amount. And once you're happy with that, you simply click confirm and confirm that. This can also be applied to the VAT amount. From now on, if you enter 15%, every new quote that is generated will have 15% applied to their VAT amount, as well as the deposit percentage. If every quote needs to be 50% from now on, upon generation, you can simply put 50% and update the deposit percentage. The next step will be for the client to log in to review their quotation that was generated for them. This can be done by expanding quotations and clicking on View Quotations. I need a website for the new Kakarot game. Status pending, the quotation due date is also present. To view it, simply click on the View button, and this shows the entire quotation details. with the prices of each individual service and package selected, the total, and the deposit amount that is required. Should you click on Accept Quotation, are you sure you want to accept this quotation? The client confirms this and is prompted to pay the deposit now. You can say Confirm. Should the client wish to confirm paying the deposit right now, they're welcome to do so, and they'll be redirected to a PayFast website. For demonstration purposes, we will be using Sandbox PayFast. As you can see, the deposit amount is over here with the quote ID number, and the client has their balance. Should they cancel the payment, they simply click on Cancel and Return. And they'll be redirected back to our site. Payment cancelled. Deposit pending. If you wish to pay for the deposit, you can do so by going back and clicking on the Pay Deposit button and confirming payment. They'll be redirected to PayFast. Again, for demonstration purposes, we'll be using Sandbox PayFast. This time we will complete the payment. After completing the deposit payment, the client is automatically redirected back to our system with a deposit payment success screen, as showing the date, the amount paid, and the quote number. And the digital receipt has been sent via email, with the status being updated. With the email, deposit paid successfully. Dear Son Goku, your deposit is confirmed for the quotation sent on Tuesday, November 9, 2021. We received the deposit amount of 2,400 basically. Please log into your MikaByte profile and complete the project details form to ensure we successfully meet your expectations. In order to do this, they simply click on the View button over here, enter a project name of their desire, project description, and select image for upload. After confirming the 3 pictures, we can go ahead and confirm this and click on the Confirm button. The project details have been sent successfully and we'll be in touch soon. Now that your details have been sent, it is up to the project manager to begin this project. We now proceed with the project part of this section. This will involve the project manager logging in and reviewing the quotation that the client has accepted, paid for, and sent their details on. To do this, simply click on Quotations in the nav bar. I want a website for the new Kakarot game. Click on the View. The status is Details Sent. Therefore, we can review the details that have been sent to us, which is as follows: the project name, the description, and the 3 images, which will be these. To create the project, simply click on the Create Project button, which will redirect you to Add Project. Choose which type of project it is. We'll go with Website. Choose the employees that you wish to be on this project, which will be these 3 or 2, up to you. You can as well search for a specific employee if you want, but we don't need that now. Jordan. We'll start with the starting date of today and on the 30th of November and proceed to add this project and confirm. Now the project has been added successfully. To view this project, simply go over under View Projects, which we already are on, and here we are, Kakarot, in progress. Now to manage this project, we simply click on the View icon, where we can add phases and tasks towards this project. Not only can we do that, we can edit this project by changing the name, selecting more employees if needed, changing the date to, let's say, 31st of December, and request for swap requests if you want a specific employee on your project. But for now, we're just going to simply update this swap request by calling it Kakarot Game. Once we're done, confirm it, and we can proceed. We will begin with adding phases to this project. Simply click on the Add icon to add a new phase. We will call this Interface with Landing Page. No, rather let's call it Interface. Interface, all what the user sees. The phase name will be Interface. The phase description will be user or all what the user sees. We'll give it a starting date. We can try to give it a starting date and an ending date that falls outside of the scope, but it won't allow. We have to use the dates which are here to start and end within the project timeline. Once you're happy, save and add the new phase by confirming. Now that a new phase has been added, we can proceed to view this phase. We can go ahead and edit this phase if need be. Update it. If need be, we can remove this phase and remove it completely. Thereby you can edit and delete phases as well as add them. Once you're happy with the phases that you have created, you can go ahead and view them and add tasks to these phases, simply by clicking the Add icon. Now this is the task that you'll create. We'll call it Landing Page. Go ahead and try to give it a start date that falls outside of the scope. So let's go with the 9th, which still falls under the project scope. Choose which employee you want to assign this task to. Try and save. Cannot. You have to fall within the scope. Try to go again. And there we go. We've created a task. We can also, like phases, update the phase. Maybe remove an employee if you want and assign it only to one specific employee, and delete the phase altogether. But this can only be done if you remove all employees of the phase and then delete it. Should you try to complete the phase with an incomplete task, you cannot. So you have to first complete the task which we have done, and then go ahead and complete the phase. Now that the phase has been completed and the task has been completed, we can go ahead and complete the project. And thus, we have completed the project of the Kakarot game, and we are awaiting payment from the client. Now the client will have to log in and view this and go ahead and pay for the project. After a project has been completed, you have to log in as the same client that the project was completed, and you'll notice that you have received an invoice for this project completion. This can be done as the client clicks on Invoices on the nav bar and clicks on the View for the latest invoice. As you can see, the total deposit that has already been paid and the outstanding amount that is remaining for this. In order to pay for this, simply click on the Pay button and confirm payment. This will redirect you to the Sandbox Payfast. Again, for demonstration purposes, we are using Sandbox Payfast and not actual Payfast. As you can see, same quotation ID with a specific payment total. Again, the user has a choice of cancelling the payment, but we're going to go ahead and complete the payment. Cancelling will redirect back to the website. Complete will also redirect back to the website, but will show you specific pages of success and cancel, respectively. There you go, payment is successful, outstanding amount paid, and digital receipt has been sent to you via email. And therefore, now that the project has been paid for, the client can go ahead and rate this project. By clicking on Rate, they can hover and select the star rating. Assign a comment, go ahead and save this. And that has been completed. And that has been the entire project aspect of the AvoByte system.
When an employee wants to complete a task, they'll log in as an employee and navigate to the Projects tab. Here they can view all of their assigned projects and the status of those projects, as well as all of their assigned tasks and the incomplete ones. Both of these tables can be searched. To complete a task, they'll click on the Status button that lets them view all of the information regarding that task, and from here they can complete it. When an employee wants to request a skill or qualification update, they will log onto their profile and click on the Skills and Qualifications tab. Here they can view all of their assigned skills and qualifications, and these tables are searchable. To request an update, you click on the Request Update button, provide a name and a description, and upload a file that is proof of the skill or qualification. And click on Save and Confirm. For the admin to accept or reject an employee's skill or qualification update request, they have to log in to the admin profile and go to the request item on the navigation bar. Here they can view all of the outstanding update requests. Clicking on the Maintain button, they can see the information on the update request as well as the proof uploaded. and either accept or reject the request. Accept and confirm. If a project manager wants to request an employee onto their project that is currently busy on another project, they can create a swap request. To do this, the user must log in as a project manager and go to the project that they want to request the employee on. Click on Maintain Project and click on the Swap Request button. Here they need to provide a description and select the employee that they are requesting to bring onto their project. And press on the Confirm button. And now the swap request is sent. When the project manager wants to maintain a swap request, they log onto their profile as a project manager and click on the swap request item on the navigation bar. Here they can view all of the swap requests, and by clicking on view they can view the information of that swap request, the employee that's been requested and onto which project, and they can either accept or reject the swap request. To reactivate a user account, the user must be logged in as an admin and click on the Reactivate Users item on the navigation bar. Here they go to the user that they want to reactivate and click on the button and confirm. To maintain a client's profile on the system, the user must be logged in as an admin and click on the client item on the navigation bar. Here they can view all of the active clients on the system. By clicking on view, you can see all of the client's information. The maintain button allows us to update the client's information. Like so. And the delete button deactivates the client's account. To add a new department onto the system, the user must be logged in as an admin. Click on the employee drop-down list and go to the department item. Here you need to click on the add button and provide a name and description. Click on the save button and confirm. In order to maintain departments on the system, the user must be logged in as an admin. Click on the employee drop-down list and go to the department item. Here we can view and edit all of our departments. The view button shows us the department information and the edit button allows us to change this information. And click on save and confirm the changes. To add a new skill onto the system, the user has to log in as an admin. click on the employee drop-down list and go to the skills item. Here, click on the plus button, give the skill a name and the description, and select what type of skill it is. Click on save and confirm. And there's our new skill. To maintain a skill on the system, the user must be logged in as an admin. Click on the employee drop-down list and go to the skills item on the navigation bar. Here we can either view the skill, edit, or delete the skill. By clicking on the view button, we see the name, the type, and the description of the skill. The maintain button allows us to edit this information. And the delete button will only allow us to delete a skill if it is not assigned to employees. So we can delete our demo skill. To add a new qualification onto the system, the user must be logged in as an admin. Click on the employee drop-down list and go to the qualification item. Here we click on the add button and enter a name and description. Click on save and confirm the new qualification. To maintain a qualification on the system, the user must be logged in as an admin. Click on the employee select list and click on the qualification item. Here we can see all of the qualifications on the system. The view button allows us to view the qualifications information, edit the information by clicking on save and confirm. If the qualification is assigned to an employee, we cannot delete the qualification, but we can delete one that is not assigned to any employees by clicking on the delete button and confirm.
To add a new employee to the system without going through the application process, the user will need to be an admin on the system and logged in as such. Once the admin has logged in, they would simply need to select the employee drop-down in the navigation bar and select the Employees tab option. This will navigate them to the Employees page, where they can click on the Add icon in the top right-hand corner to be taken to the New Employees form, where the new employee's details must be filled out. Once the admin has selected a department, a user role, skills for the new employee, and qualifications that the new employee has, they would simply need to select the Save option and confirm to add the new employee to the system. As you can see, the new employee has been successfully added. In order to view, edit, or delete existing employee details, the user must be an admin on the system and logged in as such. Once the admin is logged in, they would simply need to navigate to the Employees page by clicking on the Employee drop-down and selecting the Employees tab option. Once here, the admin can make use of the search bar to search for the specific employee, or make use of the page navigation in order to navigate down the list in order to find the desired employee. From here, the employee's details can be viewed, edited, or deleted. As you can see, the employee has been successfully deleted. In order to view the audit log that has been recorded by the system, the user will need to be an admin on the system and logged in as such. Once the admin has logged in, they would simply need to make use of the navigation bar on the left and select the audit log tab to be navigated to the audit log page. Here, the recorded audit trail can be seen and items listed throughout a table. This table can be navigated and the items per page can also be changed. Furthermore, the admin can make use of the search bar to search for a specific audit log. For example, if we search for delete employee, we can see the deleted employees that have been recorded on the audit log, as well as the user and a description and date allocated to it.
To add a new informative video onto the system, the user must be registered as an admin and logged in. Next, they navigate to the Informative Video tab in the navigation bar and click on the Add button. Here they must provide a name and a description, and paste in a YouTube link. Click on Save and Confirm. That adds the new informative video onto the system.
In order to maintain an informative video on the system, the user must be logged in as an admin. Using the navigation bar on the left, they would need to navigate to the Informative Videos tab. From here, the admin can select on the three dots next to any video in order to update or delete the video. To update the details, the admin would select the Edit button, and from here the video's details can be updated. For example, NB. The admin would then select the Save button and the Confirm button to confirm the changes to the video details. Furthermore, a video can also be deleted by clicking on the same three dots next to the video, such as for coding tutorial here, and then select the delete icon. Thereafter, the admin would simply need to confirm in order to delete the info.
To add a new service onto the system, the user must be registered as an admin and logged in. Next, they navigate to the Services item on the navigation bar and click on the plus button next to the service type that they want to add a new service. Here they'll have to provide a name, a price, description, and which shows you the type that you are adding a service under. Click on Save and Confirm, and the new service is added. To maintain a service on the system, the user must be registered as an admin and logged in. Next, navigate to the Services item on the navigation bar and go to the service that you want to maintain. By clicking on the Maintain button, you can change the name, the type that the service falls under, change the price, or edit the description. Click on Save and Confirm to save the changes. To delete a service, click on the Delete button. This asks to confirm if you want to discontinue the service. By clicking on Confirm, the service will no longer be visible to clients on the system. And then the service is discontinued. If a client decides that they want to cancel a project, the user must log in as an admin, scroll down to the projects and click on the projects item and find the project that the client wants to cancel. By clicking on the delete button, we cancel the project and the project goes to the cancel project table. Here the project is pending and the admin must confirm that we want to cancel the project. Once you confirm to cancel a project, an email is sent to the client to notify them that the project has been cancelled. If at any point the client wants to reactivate the project, the admin can simply come here and say reactivate project, and the client will be notified that the project is active again.
This section covers the reporting aspect of the AvoByte system. To begin, an administrator needs to be logged in and click on the Reports button in the navbar. These reports each provide information that assists in making effective and efficient business decisions. We will begin with the Project History Report. This report is a report that provides in-depth analysis of all the projects that have occurred within the business over a specific span of time. To begin, you click on View Now, select a specific time period. Let's go with 2018, and we'll stop off today. Once you click on Generate, the report is generated. A bar graph containing all the various reports that fall in within this time period is displayed, and if the user scrolls down, the project's details, a rough, brief details overview of each project is present here. The rough overview will contain which employees worked on it, what rating it received, the start and end date, and the description, name, and various information of the project. This project can also be generated as a PDF by simply clicking on the PDF button, and there you have it. We'll continue with the Project Performance Report. This is an in-depth analysis of a specific project. Simply select one project. We'll go with Adam's video. We'll click on Generate. Now, not only do we have the project information, but we have more of an in-depth analysis of which client requested it, the client's information, the rating, the project manager that worked on it, the different phases that were on this project, the different tasks that were assigned in this project, and which assigned employees, or which employees that have worked on this project. This can also be generated as a PDF. We'll now go over the monthly income report. This report simply indicates the different income received of a specific span of months. So I'm going from September till now. You click on Generate, and as you can see, September, we received 4,997. In October, we received 16,293. And if you scroll down, it indicates which projects have produced which amount of income, or how much amount of income within the specific span of time that you have selected. If you should generate a PDF, simply click on PDF, and there is your report generated. We'll now continue to the yearly income report. This will be covering over specific years. So let's start with 1990 till now and click on generate. And as you can see, in 2009 we had our first earnings. 2020 we had our second earning, and 2021 we had quite a lot. And if you scroll towards the bottom, the year with the total income and the amount of projects that were is indicated. Moving on, we'll have the maintenance report. This provides an in-depth analysis of all the various maintenances that have occurred over a specific set of time. We'll go from September till now and go ahead and generate. So the bar graph indicates what type of maintenances, how many maintenances issues of this specific type has occurred. So notification at 2, interface at 2, others 2, database 1. If you scroll further down, the maintenance description, specific relevant information of the maintenance is displayed here alongside the image of these problems. And also this can be generated as a PDF. We have the employee performance report. This is in-depth analysis of a specific employee. So we'll select Jordan Nell and generate. Jordan Nell has worked on 1 project in September and 2 projects in October. The employee's information is present, how many projects, his average rating that he receives for each project, his various skills, his ID. This is simply to keep track of how well your employees are doing. And you can generate a PDF version of this as well. Finally, we have client project details, in-depth description of all the clients and their projects. This is an Excel file. If you go ahead and click on View Now, it exports it already. This then provides the various clients, what amounts they have, various projects that they've requested, and the number of services they've requested with this. And that covers the reporting section of the AvoByte system. The AvoByte system has implemented routing guards to prevent any unauthorized security access. Routing guard simply means if a user is well aware of a specific route, such as client home, and tries to access it without logging in like this, they are not allowed to. They have to be logged in. But let's say that a client has logged in but is aware of the route towards the administration homepage. This is obviously not allowed, as a client could not access administration. So if he does or she does attempt to do so, they'll be redirected to the 404 page not found page with unauthorized access. Simply click on back to safety and be redirected to your home page of your specific user role. This section will cover the desktop application of the AvoByte system. We are currently on the website. Should you choose to have this website as a desktop application on your computer, so while on a Chrome browser, simply browse all the way up to the top on this icon that says Install AvoByte. Click onto the icon and select Install. You now have the entire desktop application of the AvoByte system. It will work completely just as the website, and it will always be up to date with the website. It has all the functionalities of the website version should you choose to have it as a desktop. As you can see, it is currently a desktop application on my computer. Should I close it and reopen it? It is currently a desktop application on my computer. And should the user ever feel the necessity to uninstall this application, simply scroll all the way to the top, click on the dot icon, and select Uninstall AvoByte. And there you go.